In a major breakthrough for the military alliance, Turkey has lifted its opposition to Sweden and Finland's bid for NATO membership, paving the way for their accession. The two Nordic nations applied to join the organization after Russia invaded Ukraine. But both countries were blocked by Ankara over their support for Kurdish militant groups that Turkey considers terrorist organizations. But as leaders gathered for the NATO summit in Madrid, Turkey said it had secured the, quote, full cooperation of Sweden and Finland in its fight against the rebel groups. Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg called it a sign of NATO's strength.
And I'm pleased to announce that we now have an agreement that paves the way for Finland and Sweden to join NATO. Turkey, Finland and Sweden have signed a memorandum that addresses Turkey's concerns. In NATO, we have always shown that whatever our differences, we can always sit down, find common ground, and resolve any issues. NATO's open door policy has been an historic success.
So a big surprise. Let's get some feedback from our correspondent, Effie Kotsakosta, who's at the NATO summit. Effie, big surprise. How did this happen so quickly?
Chris, it was not that quickly because we have to take in mind that these consultations, these negotiations really take for long. And it was really important for NATO and all NATO allies, but especially for Finland and Sweden, that they get this declaration for them, an invitation for them joining the alliance before the end of the summit. And finally, they got it. But, of course, it was not easy for them. And if we see, we saw the memorandum, and it includes a lot of the concerns that Turkey actually wanted, demanded. So Turkey got a lot in order to give the green light for this country to join NATO alliance. What this means that both countries will have to change laws regarding terrorism. They said they will support Turkey against PKK and they will stop supporting YPG. They said that they will work on extradition of terror suspects, which raises some concerns, although Jens Stoltenberg made it clear that this will take place only in accordance with the European Convention of Extraditions and according to the rule of law of both countries. As well, there is also a joint mechanism that they will settle all together for security and intelligence sharing. And also Finland and Sweden committed that they are going to support Turkey to participate in the EU's defense mechanism, PESCO. This is a bit tricky, and let's see what the other member states will say about it.
Yeah, so this was a deal that was in the making, a long time in the making, as you say. Now, with this deal, though, how much does this reinforce or help NATO's effort in dealing with the war in Ukraine?
Actually, it doesn't have, it's not related directly to our response, to NATO's response to Ukraine's war, but it's a strong response to Russia's aggression against the West and against the Euro-Atlantic area and the alliance altogether. This is also what Jens Stoltenberg said, that it's the strongest response because Putin did this war because he didn't want more NATO, and now he just managed to have more NATO because this expansion also extends the limit, the border of NATO from Russia, the West from the East. So, and it also fills a gap, a vacuum that was for years there, and it will make the future posture of NATO, and that we are going to see also over the coming days, it will make it more sustainable and more predictable.
Yeah, and I guess showing all 30 members are standing shoulder to shoulder now when it comes to this issue. Thank you very much, Effie. Thank you.